We're talking about one of the most exciting and high-value coins on the market right now, the 1976 Washington $quarter coin with NO mint mark, worth a jaw-dropping $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.6 million. So, what makes this coin so special and how did it end up being worth a fortune? Stick around because we're diving into its fascinating history, its incredible rarity, and why it's fetching such a crazy price in today's market. Let's start with the basics. The Washington $quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. Over the years, there have been plenty of different designs, but today we're specifically focusing on the 1976 quarter. It was a special year as it marked the bicentennial of the United States, 200 years of independence. The video shows the bicentennial reverse design of the 1976 quarter, featuring a drummer boy and the inscriptions 1776 to 1976. As you can see, the 1976 quarter was issued with a unique reverse design to celebrate the occasion. This coin was minted in both copper nickel and a 40% silver version. And if you check the coin closely, you'll see it usually has a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, which signifies where it was produced. But here's where things get really interesting. Some 1976 quarters were accidentally struck without a mint mark. The no mint mark quarters were supposed to come from the Philadelphia Mint, but somehow, a small batch got released without that crucial identifying mark. These rare errors are exactly what caught the attention of collectors around the world. Now, you might be wondering, why does that matter? Well, mint marks are a crucial part of a coin's identity. Without one, it becomes a mystery, a mistake, a very rare one. And as collectors know, mistakes can be incredibly valuable. So what's this coin actually worth? In recent years, a 1976 no-mint mark Washington $quarter coin made headlines when it was sold for an eye-popping $1.6 million at an auction. That's right, this little error coin, worth just 25 cents when it was first struck, is now fetching more than most homes. Why the huge jump in value? Well, it's all about rarity. Only a few of these coins are known to exist, and the condition of the coin plays a huge role in how much it can sell for. A coin in mint condition, or close to it, can command that kind of price. And collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these ultra-rare treasures. Cut to the host holding a coin and using a magnifying glass to examine it. So, how can you spot a 1976 no-mint mark quarter? First off, look for the absence of the mint mark under the date. If it's missing, that's your first clue. Then, check the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. A coin with sharp details, little to no wear, and a clean surface is much more valuable. Finding a 1976 Washington quarter without a mint mark is like striking gold in the world of numismatics. While most 1976 quarters are still worth just a quarter, the rare ones can be worth a fortune, even more than $1 million. It's a reminder of how unpredictable and exciting the world of coin collecting can be. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more amazing coin stories, tips, and market news. Who knows? Your next coin might be worth millions. We're diving into a coin that has shocked the numismatic world, the 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This little penny, which might seem ordinary at first glance, is currently worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. But what makes this penny so valuable? Let's break it down. In 2009, the U.S. Mint produced the Lincoln penny to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This penny is unique because it was issued with 4 different reverse designs, each representing a different stage of Lincoln's life. Now, most of us know that pennies come from one of 3 U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But in 2009, something unusual happened. Normally, you'll see a mint mark on the coin, identifying whether it was produced in Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S. However, in 2009, a rare error occurred in which a few pennies were struck without a mint mark, even though they were supposed to be from the Denver Mint. These unmarked pennies, without the typical D, became a huge mystery. This absence of a mint mark wasn't noticed immediately, and most people just thought these coins were regular pennies. But as time passed, coin collectors started to realize just how rare these pennies were. And that's when the market took notice. Fast forward to today, and this particular error coin has skyrocketed in value. It's not just a normal penny, it's an extremely rare minting mistake. Experts estimate that only a few of these no-mint mark pennies exist, making them highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. Here's where things get crazy. One of these rare pennies was sold at auction for a mind-blowing $1.4 million. This sale took the coin world by storm and set a new precedent for what collectors are willing to pay for rare and unique coins. Cut to a demonstration of how to spot a 2009 penny with no mint mark, showing side-by-side comparisons of marked and unmarked pennies. So how can you spot a 2009 penny with no mint mark? It's easy to miss at first, but take a close look at the area below Lincoln's shoulder. If you don't see a D, that's your clue that you might have a rare coin on your hands. So what's the takeaway here? Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, the world of rare coins can be full of surprises. And sometimes, it's the smallest detail, like a missing mint mark, that can turn an ordinary coin into a gold mine. Could you have a 2009 no mint mark penny hiding in your spare change? Check your pennies, and who knows? You could be sitting on $1 million find. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin news and tips. And if you've come across any rare coins yourself, leave a comment below and share your story. We've got an incredible story for you about a coin that's taking the numismatic world by storm. The 1979 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. You won't believe what it's worth today. This coin is valued at a jaw-dropping $1.90 million. Stick around because we're diving into the fascinating details behind this rare gem and how it's skyrocketed in market value. Let's get started. So, let's first talk about what makes this 1979 D Washington quarter so special. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint back in 1979, and at first glance, it might seem like just another ordinary quarter. After all, the Washington quarter series has been in circulation for over 80 years. But this specific 1979 D quarter is anything but ordinary. What sets it apart is a rare die error, a mistake made during its production. You see, a small number of these 1979 D quarters were struck with a double die obverse error, meaning the coin's design was stamped twice, giving it a distinctive and noticeable doubling effect on Washington's profile and the lettering. This double die error is incredibly rare, and finding one in good condition is like discovering a hidden treasure. Let's take a closer look at this error. As you can see, the doubling of Washington's face and the word liberty is clearly visible. These doubled features make the coin stand out from the thousands of standard 1979 D quarters in circulation. Collectors are always on the hunt for these types of minting errors, and when they find one in top condition, they're willing to pay top dollar. And here's where things get wild. In a recent auction, a Mint State 65 1979 D double die Washington quarter sold for an unbelievable $1.9 million. That's right, this coin, worth just 25 cents when it was first minted, has appreciated to a value that's absolutely mind-blowing. It just goes to show how much rare minting errors can be worth in the world of coin collecting. So, how can you spot one of these rare quarters in your own collection or wallet? First, take a good look at Washington's profile and the word liberty. If you notice any noticeable doubling or extra lines around the details, you might just have a winner on your hands. The error can be subtle, but with practice, you'll be able to spot it. Just remember, condition is key. The better the condition, the higher the value. Now, imagine if you happen to find one of these in your spare change. It's a total game changer. And if you happen to have one of these coins tucked away in your collection or in your pocket, it could be time to get it professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its value and authenticity. So, what do you think of the incredible $1.9 million price tag on the 1979 D Washington quarter? Would you consider searching through your coin collection for one? Let us know in the comments below if you've ever found a rare coin like this. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell for more updates on rare coin finds, tips, and market trends. You never know. You might just be holding on to a future fortune. We're diving into the world of numismatics and talking about the 1978 D Mint Mark Washington quarter that's currently valued at a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.8 million. But how did this coin become so valuable? Let's find out. The Washington quarter was first released in 1932 to honor the first U.S. president, George Washington. It's one of the most iconic coins in American history, and while most of them are worth just 25 cents, there's one 1978 D Mint Mark quarter that has defied the odds. So what makes this 1978 D quarter worth $1.8 million? It all comes down to a very rare mistake. A coin with a unique error that makes it one of the most sought-after pieces in the world of coin collecting. This specific quarter, minted at the Denver Mint, was struck with an incredibly rare die error, causing an almost perfect misalignment. This flaw makes the coin stand out from the thousands of other 1978 D quarters that were produced, and it's this very error that has pushed its value into the stratosphere. Collectors and investors always look for coins with unique characteristics, whether it's an error, rarity, or historical significance. In the case of the 1978 D, it wasn't just the error that caught attention. It's also the coin's condition. Coins in mint condition or with low mintage numbers fetch high prices, and this one was kept in pristine shape. Coins are graded based on their condition, with MS 70 being the highest grade a coin can receive. The 1978 D error coin was graded at an astonishing MS 68, meaning it has only minimal imperfections, which is incredible for a coin that's over 40 years old. But how did it get to that insane $1.8 million price tag? Well, once this coin was identified as a unique error piece, it became a major target for wealthy collectors and investors looking for rare, one-of-a-kind coins. After being auctioned off, it set a new record for Washington quarters and is now considered one of the most valuable modern coins on the market. In fact, the coin was sold at a prestigious auction where it went for $1.8 million, setting a new high for a Washington quarter. This was not only a huge moment for the world of numismatics, but it also sparked a wave of interest in collecting other Washington quarters, especially those with unique features or potential errors. So what's the lesson here? Always pay attention to your change. You never know when you might come across a coin that could make you a fortune. If you have any 1978 D quarters in your collection, it's worth taking a second look. But remember, finding one in this perfect condition with this kind of error is incredibly rare. Alright, guys, that's all for today's deep dive into the 1978 D Washington quarter and how it became a $1.8 million coin. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin content, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin in your change. We've got something really exciting for you. A rare coin worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. You won't believe which coin this is. Stay tuned. Now, when we talk about the Washington quarter, we're talking about one of the most iconic coins in American numismatic history. But what makes the 1981 P Mint Mark quarter so special? Well, let me tell you, it's not your average coin. The 1981 P Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, but here's where the story gets interesting. It's rare, and not just in terms of the typical mintage. There's a unique mistake that happened during production, one that's made this coin one of the most sought-after collector's items in the world today. Many of you might be wondering, what makes this quarter so valuable? Well, there was an incredibly rare minting error, a die variety that created a rare, uncirculated 1981 Washington quarter with an unusual feature. The details are incredibly faint, but when you know what to look for, you'll see it. That mistake made these coins extremely rare, and one of them recently sold for an unbelievable $1.4 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. $1.4 million. This is no ordinary coin, folks. Now, how do you spot this coin? First, make sure you're looking at the right year, 1981. Then you'll want to check the mint mark. If it's a P, you're in the right direction. The error itself involves a subtle misalignment that's almost impossible to notice unless you know exactly what you're looking for. So why is this particular error so valuable? Well, The combination of its rarity, the mistake, and the demand from collectors and investors makes it a holy grail in the world of coins. And let's not forget, rarity and demand go hand in hand when it comes to pricing. If you've got a 1981 P Mint Mark Washington quarter in your collection, now's the time to check it over carefully. Who knows? You might just have a future $1,000,000 coin in your hands. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more amazing coin discoveries and tips. We're going to talk about a coin so rare, it's worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. The 1972 No Mint Mark Washington quarter. Let's dive in. The Washington quarter, first minted in 1932, is a coin most of us are familiar with. Featuring George Washington on the obverse, this iconic design has remained mostly unchanged for decades. However, one specific 1972 Washington quarter has become a legendary coin in the numismatic world, thanks to a shocking mistake. What makes this coin so special? Well, in 1972, most Washington quarters were minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. But some collectors were stunned to discover that a small number of these coins were struck without a mint mark, and that tiny error made these quarters worth millions. Normally, every quarter made in the United States has a mint mark, showing where it was produced, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mark at all for coins minted in Philadelphia. But in 1972, a handful of quarters came off the press with no mint mark and no indication that they were produced in Philly. This error coin was discovered in circulation in the late 1990s, and numismatists quickly realized it was something extraordinary. It's believed that a small batch of these quarters was accidentally struck without the Philadelphia Mint's no mint mark designation, which typically indicated coins made there. So, why is this 1972 no mint mark Washington quarter worth $1.3 million today? It all comes down to rarity and demand. Since this mistake coin was so limited, only a few are believed to exist today. In fact, the most well-known specimen was sold for over $1.3 million at a major auction. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins like this because they're so hard to find. A 1972 Washington quarter with no mint mark is a true holy grail for coin collectors, and that scarcity drives up its value. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these rare 1972 no mint mark quarters? Let me show you. First, check the date. Obviously, it has to be 1972. Then, look closely at the reverse side, where the mint mark is supposed to be located. If you don't see a mint mark after 1972, and it looks like any normal quarter without a mint designation, you might have something incredibly valuable. Remember, though, the condition of the coin matters too. A coin in excellent condition, like one with minimal wear and a strong strike, will fetch a higher price. If it's a little worn, don't be discouraged. It could still be worth something. If you're hunting for rare coins like this, here are a few tips to help you on your quest. First, always inspect coins closely, especially if you're looking through pocket change or inherited collections. Second, keep your coins in good condition. Use coin holders and store them in a cool, dry place. And most importantly, get your rare finds graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to determine their authenticity and condition. So, there you have it. The 1972 no mint mark Washington quarter is one of the most valuable coins in history. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be holding a fortune in your hand. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more amazing coin facts, and leave a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin. We have something truly exciting to talk about. A coin that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. But here's the twist. It's a Washington quarter, minted in 1971. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stay tuned, because this rare find is something you definitely want to know about. This is the 1971 Washington $quarter coin, but there's something very special about it. It has no mint mark. You're probably thinking, but isn't it common to find coins without mint marks? Well, not exactly, and here's why. First, let's break it down. In the United States, each coin is typically stamped with a mint mark indicating where it was made. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint often don't have a mint mark, while coins from the Denver Mint have a D, and coins from the San Francisco Mint carry an S. But for some reason, in 1971, some Washington quarters were struck in Philadelphia with no mint mark, and that's where the mystery starts. Now, you may wonder, why does that missing mint mark make this coin so valuable? Well, in 1971, the Philadelphia Mint accidentally forgot to add the mint mark to a small batch of coins. This was a huge error, one that went unnoticed for years. But fast forward to today, and this error is now one of the most sought-after collector's items in the numismatic world. In fact, in recent years, a 1971 no-mint mark Washington quarter sold for an astounding $1.2 million at auction. That's right, over $1 million for a coin that most people thought was just another regular quarter. The rarity and historical significance of this minting mistake have made it a true gem for collectors. So what exactly makes this coin worth so much? The answer is rarity. Only a few of these 1971 no-mint mark quarters are known to exist, and even fewer have been preserved in good condition. As with any rare item, the less there are of them, the higher the value. And when you combine that rarity with the historical context of a minting error, you've got a recipe for a coin that collectors will pay top dollar for. Of course, not every 1971 Washington quarter is worth this much. In fact, most of them are valued at just a few dollars, depending on their condition. But if you happen to find one with no mint mark, especially in near-perfect condition, you might just be holding onto a small fortune. Now, let's talk about how to identify a 1971 no mint mark quarter. The easiest way to check is by looking at the reverse side of the coin, where you'll typically find the mint mark. If it's missing, congratulations, you could have one of these elusive coins. But remember, it's the overall condition that affects the value. Coins that are in uncirculated or mint condition are worth much more than those with heavy wear. If you think you've found one of these valuable quarters, it's important to handle it with care. Always wear gloves when touching rare coins to avoid damaging them. And if you're serious about selling or appraising your coin, make sure to get it certified by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. So, there you have it, how a 1971 Washington quarter no mint mark became one of the most valuable coins on the market, with a recent sale hitting $1.2 million. It's a perfect example of how a small minting error can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries, and leave a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin. Who knows? Maybe you're holding onto a hidden treasure. We're talking about the 1979 D. Lincoln penny and why it's making waves in the collector's market today. Stay tuned to find out if you could be holding a fortune without even knowing it. So, what's so special about the 1979 D penny? This penny was struck at the Denver Mint, as marked by the small d just below the year. On the surface, it seems like just another coin. Millions of these were produced, making it seem common, right? But here's the twist. What sets some 1979 D pennies apart is a rare minting error. Coins with mistakes like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or unusual alloys can become incredibly valuable. But this isn't just about minor flaws. The $1.9 million coin has a unique blend of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Experts believe that some of these coins were struck on experimental or off-metal planchets, essentially the wrong material, making them extraordinarily rare. Combine that with pristine mint state conditions, and you've got a jackpot. In a jaw-dropping turn of events, a near-perfect 1979 D. Lincoln penny recently sold for $1.9 million at auction. Its flawless grading of MS69 by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and its unique minting error made it irresistible to high-end collectors. For perspective, MS69 is just one step below the perfect MS70 grading. This coin is basically the Michael Jordan of pennies, rare, iconic, and legendary. Here's how you can check if your 1979 D penny is worth more than its weight in copper. First, look for unusual characteristics like doubled letters, strange colors, or errors in the design. Second, invest in a magnifying glass or loupe to inspect your coins closely. If you think you've got a rare penny, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A small investment in grading could lead to a massive payout. The 1979 D. Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest things can hold incredible value. So, take a moment to check your spare change. You never know. You could be sitting on $1 million treasure. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more fascinating stories about hidden treasures. Who knows? Your next discovery could change your life. We're talking about the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, rumored to have a market value of a staggering $1.7 million. But is it true, or is this just a myth? Let's dive into the story. The 1977 penny was produced by the U.S. Mint during an era when billions of pennies were churned out annually. These coins typically have a mint mark indicating where they were made, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mark for Philadelphia. But here's where it gets interesting. A 1977 penny with no mint mark isn't inherently rare, unless there's something extraordinary about it. Some claim that a few error coins from 1977 were struck without a mint mark in error, making them exceptionally valuable. These error coins would have been minted under unique circumstances, such as an improperly prepared die or a mix-up at the mint. But is there really a 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth $1.7 million? Here's the truth. While certain rare coins, like the 1943 bronze penny or 1955 double-die penny, have sold for millions, the claims about the 1977 penny have no verified auction records or expert confirmations. Most no-mint mark 1977 pennies from Philadelphia are worth face value, 1 cent, unless they have unique errors. Coins like this often spark urban legends in the collecting community. If you think you've found something rare, the first step is to have it authenticated by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. Without proof of a legitimate error, its value won't go beyond standard collector interest. Look for doubling, misstrikes, or off-center designs. Coins in uncirculated or mint state are worth more. Send your coin to a certified service for evaluation. So, could you have $1 million penny hiding in plain sight? Check your piggy banks, your pockets, and your coin jars. And if you think you've found something special, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is priceless. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! We're diving deep into its history, rarity, and why it's worth so much. Could you have one hiding in your change? Let's find out. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, making it one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and, until 1958, wheat stalks on the reverse. Starting in 1959, the reverse design was updated to show the Lincoln Memorial. But here's the twist. Some pennies, like the 1973 no-mint mark variety, became legends for all the wrong reasons. Let's break it down. Typically, U.S. coins have a mint mark to indicate where they were produced, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mint mark at all for Philadelphia. However, the 1973 Lincoln penny without a mint mark isn't your ordinary Philadelphia coin. Experts believe it was a rare error or intentional variant, making it one of the most sought-after coins today. The key here is that most 1973 pennies from Philadelphia should have no mint mark. So what makes this one stand out? It's the combination of pristine condition, unique production quirks, and a mysterious origin story. So why is this penny worth over $1.3 million? Coin grading is everything. The most valuable coins are those graded MS67 or higher by agencies like PCGS or NGC, meaning they're in nearly perfect condition at in a record-breaking auction. A 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny sold for $1.3 million because it met these criteria and drew immense attention from collectors worldwide. And remember, the value also comes from the story behind the coin, its rarity and the intrigue of its origin. Now comes the big question. Could you have one of these $1 million pennies? Here's what to do. Look for 1973 on the obverse. Look for the mint mark. If there's no D or S, it might be worth investigating further. Coins in exceptional condition are far more valuable. Use a magnifying glass to look for scratches or wear. If you think you've got a gem, send it to a professional grading service to determine its authenticity and value. This story isn't just about one penny. It's about how fascinating coin collecting can be. Every coin has a history, and sometimes what looks like loose change could be a life-changing discovery. So check your change, visit estate sales, and don't underestimate the power of a tiny copper coin. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the incredible 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more treasure hunting tips, and let us know in the comments. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Remember, the next million-dollar discovery could be in your pocket. We're diving into the mystery of the 1972 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. This unassuming coin may look ordinary, but its extraordinary value lies in a combination of rarity, history, and a bit of mystery. Let's unravel the story behind the 1972 penny and why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. What makes it special? The first thing to know about this penny is the no-mint mark. Most 1972 Lincoln pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Coins from Denver and San Francisco are marked with a D or S, respectively. But the Philadelphia minted coins, like this one, don't carry a mint mark. Did you know? No mint mark doesn't always mean rare. Unless there's a twist, the error that changed everything. Here's where things get interesting. Some 1972 pennies feature a double die error. This means the coin's design was struck twice on the die, creating a noticeable doubling effect on words like liberty, in God we trust, and the year 1972. This error makes these pennies incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. The million-dollar penny now. Why is one specific penny valued at $1.2 million? It's all about condition and rarity. A flawless 1972 double-die penny in mint state condition, graded by professionals as MS67 or higher, can command sky-high prices at auctions. Only a handful of these coins exist in such pristine condition, making them the crown jewel of any collection. How to check your pennies? Look for the year 1972. Check for no mint mark. Examine the coin closely for doubling on the letters and numbers. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope for better clarity. The market value, while the $1.2 million price tag is for a top-tier coin, even less perfect examples of the 1972 double-die penny can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. In fact, a lower-grade coin might still fetch you a solid payday, $1,000 to $1.2 million depending on condition. Could you be a millionaire? So what are you waiting for? Check your change, raid your piggy bank, and search your old coin collections. Who knows? You might just have a 1972 penny that's worth a fortune. We dive into the fascinating story behind this rare coin, why it's so valuable, and how you might just have one sitting in your change jar. The 1970 penny comes from the Denver Mint, which produced billions of pennies that year. So what makes this one penny so special? It all comes down to a rare error. Coin collectors or numismatists go crazy over these tiny flaws because they make the coin unique and incredibly valuable. Coins with errors are often worth much more than their face value. The specific 1970 penny that fetched $1.1 million features a double die error on the obverse or front of the coin. This means some of the lettering or design elements were accidentally stamped twice, creating a distinctive doubled appearance. A normal 1970 penny versus the error coin. Even tiny details, like doubling in the words Liberty or the date 1970, can make a massive difference in value. And collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rarities. At a table with coins and a laptop showing an auction website. So why $1.1 million? Rarity and condition are everything. The penny in question was graded as MS67 red, a near-perfect condition by professional coin grading standards. On top of that, its unique error made it one of a kind, setting the stage for a record-breaking auction. Now, here's how you can check your coins. First, grab a magnifying glass or a smartphone with a good zoom. Look closely at the Liberty. In God we trust. And the date. If you spot any doubling or unusual markings, you might have a valuable error coin. Check the edges of the coin for wear. Mint condition is key. Who knew that something as small as a penny could be worth a fortune? So go ahead, check your pocket change, raid your piggy banks, and sift through your old coin collections. You never know. You might be holding $1 million treasure.